There was a post on the BET page talking about the first Afrobeat artist to sell out the Apollo. They forgot Sarkodie did it. And they put Burna Boy. So if you're thinking you're waiting for Sarkodie to go and gather all the Ghanaians in London at once, I'm not saying I'm not a good artist, but this is business.
Right.
Date, we don't have me, Stone, Shatta Wale on the stage outside Ghana. Stop saying Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy, Sarkodie friend on fat. It's bigger than that.
Akwaba busuafo internet okwadepona mu the landlord, the best rapper in Africa. Waba betrim reason tia Ghana music is still limited. I intimi nko global. Wasa me ati ase the entire Nigeria music e travel chain Ghana music. Wasa chire mu say ono sa akwade no Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy on betime gina stage ba ko so performing. On betime kan boom afili O2 arena but aka investors. Aha, Swery World TV, and this is the brothers' reaction. I'm Ken Swery.
And I'm Olua.
Me am from Mura Story.
Creatives, the players, all the key people that we can all be together to make a better industry for ourselves.
Abusia for intim said do na ya say Rapaholic Homecoming, Ebasu Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium. This coming Saturday, that's 27 September 2025. Sarkodie is here amnukas will be Pimu Kumasi. Are you hosting or radio so ni TV so be pray? Or bias or your activities be bra Wednesday you cry or the legacy work ebaso e wo Kumasi City Mall. And then we program we Kane West, that's Kumasi Rising Music, Media and Tourism Dialogue. You can say music so Ghana, untimi count best artists will be Sarkodie film. Intina Sarkodie ne daso. I show you they know you host ASA I'm here. Now regional minister so and Abeku Santana, the deputy CEO of Ghana Tourism. Yeah, no so.
Intelligent for so for music and channel, me say first no, yeah, can't music industry. Na Ghana music industry in Nigeria for want to make a job for anything. And they sing in Ghana for.
The be no grabber habition there.
Yeah, we any no more. So for music and channel say we any no more. Yes, we have for to bring now me far more breakthrough for Ghana I say. I na ya we. But from the past years I say the way Nigeria for come and sing music industry no. What say me o mo I say Gabo na my the life of Burna Boy, Rima, Asake,
Davido, Skid,
Ogdumodu,
Mojayesi.
I say international global. They are doing massive job. Yes.
Come here see the international Africa music no more
Ghana.
Yeah. Cause how Sarkodie say beat almighty beat go pusti say
the glory come Burna Boy.
Burna Boy any first Afrobeat artist with me FLA Apollo but so no any first person yeah
but some recognition come Burna Boy.
Burna Boy amasi say Akuri so be him say Burna Boy na ya dey.
And then Sarkodie can hear in Ghana. Yes, it can hear BT.
Yeah.
There was a post on the BET page talking about the first Afrobeat artist to sell out the Apollo. They forgot Sarkodie did it. And they put Burna Boy. But it's not their fault. Because of how our industry is here in Ghana, we are not up there putting our narrative out there. I can do it personally as my PR, whatever. But it's beyond that. It's way bigger. All the artists in Nigeria are thriving because the big three and the whole industry is thriving.
According to Sarkodie, was this all person recording history? And yeah, no can say be a ultra movie nko and I say the true book nko. Was it true music? Bit my recording history because I say and then the year me no can say your type of music go and answer with tear and my kai bibi. Or do no one can say example. Was I the Shatta Wale mu example. No was I the cool we are say Bob Marley mu example. They say a question see your boriga. Now things in be omukika woman e ma okai history bi they say e bo amachi de denyom daddy lumba monuma e ma okai nti was according to no see history no nye bi nkwa so de tro book ana say yi
o ka tetinsem koma the war of the god in the history
bit media nyom
so eden
na they compose history no say ono wo ye the best ti nye si bi a we can say Sarkodie wa relax what if akwa nye hwe so wo ye bibi
can capture moments with music. If there are some songs that when they play, it takes you back to a certain time, right? Like you know where you were, exactly what was happening. So sometimes to record history, music is one of the best tools, to use. You archive it, our struggles, our happiness, everything. We use music to take back to take us back to time. We have a lot of genres that does that, especially I can speak for Afrobeats and reggae. You know, these songs represent struggles. As much as people think Afrobeat is like a dance genre that has no content, to me, I think the melodies in there still reminds us as Africans where we came from. And no matter what our struggles are, we find way to dance. So as far as history is concerned, music played a major role. And by doing that, we're able to build ambassadors organically. If you take the likes of Bob Marley, you take Fela Kuti, here in Ghana you take Daddy Lumba, you can come all the way to Shatta Wale, myself, Kweku Flick, Kweku Smoke, a lot. And we are all ambassadors, whether through the music itself, performances, whatever that we can do as artists to be able to keep the legacy of Ghana going, we still do it.
Sarkodie is not for your artists, but some you know the artist in a small picture. So Ghana is the
main it's only the ecosystem.
He being the artist is the smaller version of him, and that's what no not only artist. So only who's the mess up with Dura, that's it, me do. No, that was
so country now. And that is what CBB so any country no movie along. Don't say what specific say you build the ecosystem. And I say when you move your science that I say you can say ecosystem now. Obi a depend on obi so na survival. Nti say e ba say na nka music, tourism, and a media no obi a depend on obi na survival.
Eduane mo ni so ni nti bia twa
say na asaba. Nti ono no beginning ni say na your no Sarkodie no. In wa achieve Sarkodie no si no. So oba no be fan underground Ghana ni nyina na ekọ esoro na yi nyina ye pesi edru.
Yes, I need Sarkodie no so wo pere no. Enko baby be forgetting very soon. It's Ghana as a whole na ankwa a waste of time and energy.
It was when Ghana move. Was sarcasm be near me depa where specific was it music move people. Tourism bring people together and a legacy also change life.
To change music to any man among for day. She move
when say wire down which may tell you be. More kinyo a be show be show why be.
Then I told him some drama for together.
Eddie Papa
side to now as school as a camp. Yes, and the legacy so then
it change life.
So when we legacy Sarkodie legacy say no upcoming now it can change your life.
It might change your life. It might change that you may be away.
Kibaluta where he started from where he is now. A legacy can change your career. Everything now you through beer.
That's I'm not came
true.
So I want to say this. Music moves people. Tourism brings them together. But legacy changes lives.
In the interview, no, so what me ebusa say into one no Sarkodie PC. If you so starting music, decision being pan what take you on the life man. Aboa na wo hwe ka say saa de we a me Sarkodie me ye e na aboa me mama be duru na mpempe so ya. Oso no one skip process no. O ye focus. When so bi wa ye ya ba bu a ye hwe Sarkodie aduru si yunti. Say what so go through no brain kakra say no do no. Ye ya na boom. Professor Bayes Sarkodie. But it's never true. One skip process.
No start here now. That's a future. Now you want left future no. That's to my future no. But start here now.
Professor is underground for no. Yeah, and then when you big artist.
Why successful? Sarkodie say yes, I know it. Offer true. The focus, the pain, the discouragement, the poverty. Everything be will go through be like say struggle be not even one keep about cry. You went through every struggle.
And I won't say anything. See, social media platform be below, but I was no tools be any who. So we need tools. But still, I say he has been authentic. Our non-Sarkodie one skippy process. We need tools, but we stay focused about the true baby on non-Sarkodie.
To the main thing to success, to honest about success.
I say it's being authentic and don't skip the process. Accept the fact now we come see.
They still focus on their way.
I think I had the best experience as far as the question you're asking me, because I didn't have the tools like what we have today. We doing this. I didn't have that when I was coming. I didn't have somebody sit down and speak for me to pick few things, which is good and bad. The good side is I was allowed to make my mistakes on the go. So I was figuring it out, but for some reason I just felt like being authentic was one thing that stood out for me, you know. So You hear Sarkodie, you see Sarkodie, you only see Sarkodie, hear Sarkodie. I don't want you to start to think, oh, is it like this guy? Or so authenticity was like my top priority in the beginning. And also taking things slow and not skipping the process, because that's the way you build anything strong. Whether it be in a building, career, anything, you can do your checks. It's facts. You have to go through the process. If you skip it, it's not strong enough. So I think that's what I did. I took time to go through everything. When I say everything, Gaga guy is here. That's my big boss, Mr. Beko Santana. He saw the day one. He's been there till today, so he can tell you what the grind was. There was no skipping process. You had to go through it. Yes, literally don't skip it and then just go through it. That makes you build a strong brand that makes people feel attached to it.
After I said Sarkodie answer a question, when so cry now, I bet you what means. Now, me process we be an a bet any business into a non Sarkodie. Then pass from Kwana said they need to manage chance out process we.
Why you
why Tunquad or Bomb, people more baby. I can feel for now for Pedman, you medium fat rapping to you, be also an Metunio Mera pay. Oh, you are saying, Mamma was going to Janine. Yes, it is a process where then I would me change. One bedman, but say, love what you do, more ninja. Like at the corner we and dot. It's name when you want to say the mouse can I say mouse can be at the corner in like for rain ship at the corner and
it's happening can simple.
Yeah, what you don't know.
Where's in the music industry can come
going to be a Nick be a woman be
and yes it's kind of about just love what you are doing.
Because we should play and for so being a nunisha. But outdoor the corner for so boom.
And by the time I bet now then outdoor now in a show.
What I do, and when you say you love something, people just throw that thing around. When you love something, it's way deeper than how people say it. If you can quit something, you don't love it. If you can feel like you want to stop doing something, you don't love it. And I have this funny thing that I say. There's a shop in Tamar. This woman, people normally don't go there to buy anything, but she's always open. Make sure baby, I know the only person that will open is that woman. It's just consistency, because she just loves opening the shop and just being there. So that's the same thing with music for me. I love music.
I didn't know Kumasi for musicians, or get exposure on international market, and I say in Ghana, I say, and I saw what they say, only a chicken I drink at Cabon, according to Nimuno, wouldn't take Kumasi for your fair share. When it's up there, so we say Kumasi phone, Umunya fair share like Ubukra or show no vrungo, any crew for Bisukra, Mukra didn't mean commerce and Kumasi phone. They are getting their fair share, but no say Musunya exposure.
Because me to me, that's in Ghana right now, and that's Kumasi for more exposure than any
just say a crowd for the area or more access by exposure and talents. I don't know to Kumasi never
more exposure. Maybe I was thinking internationally, say the program was about Kumasi. I was thinking so internationally, Kumasi form. Internationally, one thing I'm observing is I say the investors they are not they are not willing to bring all that things up. One be the whole year. Maybe about 3 or 4 programs to perform outside. Investors are not there to bring them frequently, like say pajamo opeja ba kumyenu we are just for opek say ba penod than one ko so say ba pen watam ko we watam black nko a polluta nko a they want to tell me fire boom so that they can make it big and make history.
So to be honest, if you ask me, I don't think there's any a thing called like a limitation, or to me I think they are getting a fair share of what's happening.
Are they? And why are they? No. So the journalists here say no. So
no, you see
half and half, eh?
You see, one thing is when you take everything on a grand scale, right? Let's take it all the way up to Africa, right? You know, Ghanaians always complain, and Nigeria for no, yes, and Ghana for, but when you take it on the grand scheme, Obi Oshokungo Sonkade, Oba Moshe Sierra Leone.
Say Kamia Kwe say the be a danko fano say Sarkodie and support artists into who say like who Sarkodie Kumasi today now we are more Kumasi for na get exposure. Na Sarkodie so on year crown. If you say obey Sarkodie all the page be post and you man top priority in secret ba ko EPA also be posted and you on the page. It's about Ghana music.
Yes.
What's why are there pa? Free say what be fight to also posted foreign music be
we're true.
Once they be able to say the picture be and I be and you that's here. Ghana music.
Safu Newman clan.
Safu Newman.
Yes.
And then
Safu Newman on the board. Kwame Homete. If I'm a Quatsibanchi, Baba was to tea. No, to swear the young boys are on the boys' animal. Safu Newman. Yes.
So me, my top priority is that if you come on my page, my main page, if I have to post any song, this one is my secret I'm letting out. No one knows. It has to be from a Ghanaian.
Okay.
And
that's a good one.
You can go all the way back to, you can go and check whether you think I'm lying.
It has to be a Ghanaian, your song or any other song.
Any other song that is not my song.
Do you support artists, upcoming artists like you should?
That is my top priority. I'm not perfect. I'm not. Yes, of course. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I'm getting everything right.
Okay. Let's put our hands together for him then.
I don't know me who be asked that question and you mean Ghana based in there.
Yeah, on the be was we radio na dum kro wini BET or ko no nko was in the best experience ya we nya BET say the entire Stonebwoy so new opportunities so wini bi no mu e ko hia wo na Stonebwoy ni team no be kan mo no mu na vibe bo
ana he don't melody imagine ne ho mo nko
yeah no more vibe but say Nigeria for
hey
so mo bo mo ni team no say Nigeria ni bit me be so interview with Sarkodie no we interview na no hu say David Oba o better say Mr. Mini Peba baby on phone baby interview na dru no into in ecosystem na Sarkodie can be new the person o ko na kana Ghana for media and bloggers be din achia come so be obenya more exposure
so we need to go the Ghanaians that were there cry say come we can no cry no and you come here no come support
supporting
therefore say we program see say be David Oba has here
esca for the world
wait esca for no cry say be me say be office work be not take it achama
mu nyina say mo mra by Ghana
they are guys, right? So when they see me, they are talking to me and they see the video, oh Saka, I'll be back, then go there. So then you see more of that. So there's more to it. I used to go to the BET and I'll be there by myself. Every time I've been at the BET, the times that I won, it was only me and my team. My best BET experience was when Stonebwoy won because I was there with Stonebwoy, Majid Michelle, and John DeMello. Can you imagine? We are in LA, we have our table, we are vibing, now we can go and see the stars and come back to your people. But then every time the other, you see them, a bunch of them, the media, the producers, the businessmen, the artists. To me, the artist is always the icing on the cake. To make these things happen, the artist is the last part. Artists are doing music. If you want to have a big concert, to date, we don't have me, Stone, Shatta Wale on the stage outside Ghana.
Why?
That's the point. So that's where the ecosystem comes in. So people have to be leaders. You have to lead and have vision of leaving a legacy. Stop saying Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy, Sarkodie friend on fat. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. You know. Now say me papa.
Then the idea our support is very down. Support your own or formal color. Support on one. I don't know. Maybe my first near idea. So I say the formal color. One question this one was very interesting to me. Say, I say the risky Burna Boy, the video Rima. What I feel to arena. But I say handy. You say artist Ghana artist be at my day, and I Ghana artist be at my day. I feel to arena. As I call them my intro. Say they be. Once I say Juana, Burna Boy coffee too. Juana Rima coffee too. It was a process, and I question come ask them now to the process.
Was it Nigerian investors no? Omo combine no omo Ghana for ni nyina. But the long no moon say Nigeria is for now to me pulling numbers no. Inti ano you be pay Burna Boy, ni a pay risky. Actually now if the full be one by one. Into omo Ghana for no. So omo so bit ma fail. Yes, that is say the no pay Stonebwoy ni Shatta Wale mu. Ombit ma ya abro so. By investor be na eba. Investor be eba odwin ni sika ho. No muntimi nye by yeah ebe yi.
What I say, I just for near we Ghana for support. On Sarkodie kwan. But time I just for do top of we. Nothing you I just for no kwan. Na for more treasure for one by one. After that for mu nyina. I see currently as a case of credit. I feel
it be artist yeah. Artist be a buy akwese e be normal be a buy and
na for agye ni bia ko tu na akofie
no I feel
I build it that one ha nta ko so chilema so with my build it so you dey and we can do it and it's true said Shatta Wale Stonebwoy Sarkodie Black Sharif ye fucking polluter mla fa kwa muji beka fa kidi fa medical you better feel able to see. No more how much train on
you better feel able to see. Now there you know of a account, strong man.
Yes.
You better feel able to see.
Medical. Let's have a indigo crown. You know, pulley. It's not imagine saying more was to go there. Shatta Wale we are O2. And the video say video 2 years what we can try them individually.
Yeah.
See, even back we are. I've put in the Sarkodie and Kwanko.
I'm not even saying me. We have always been ready. So let me just say this. You see what you just said about Nigerian artists selling this and selling that.
Yeah.
Don't skip history. Before that happened, they were all put under one roof. Even me, part of it, Shatta part of it, Stone part of it, Tanzania, Diamond part of it. When they got the data, that is where you started seeing them using the data for one. So they didn't start Wizkid show, they didn't start Burna Boy show, not Davido show. It was One Africa concert, it was Unplugged. It was all these festivals that they were doing, and then they were able to gather Africans and people in the diaspora under one roof. Nobody was able to do those numbers. But when they came together as an ecosystem, they created that. And that's the format that they are using for individuals. So if you are thinking you're waiting for Sarkodie to go and gather all the Ghanaians in London at once, I'm not saying I'm not a good artist, but this is business.
Right.
So we need that ecosystem around the whole industry. And when we do that, you deal with me and Shatta and Stonebwoy's BS for just that moment. After that, guess what happened? When they got the numbers, are they calling us to come and join the game?
No.
When was the last time that you've seen that priority with Nigerians? We could do the same thing.
Right.
If Mr. Beku says he's bringing Shatta Wale, Sarkodie to London, and then Wizkid as a surprise guest, of course you're getting the numbers, but it's still a Ghana initiative. So until we get to do that, we can't complain.
Ghanaian diaspora for us to say Ghana for baby program get you involved. I say me Jamie you did take it in by dollars now no convert by cities.
Jena $30.
No convert by cities now attending off.
Jena $30. £30.
When you buy cities. Now attending off. Where I know from my man, you see us cement in the back way say. Ready. But Nigerians, they don't do that, eh? Yeah, my mommy and you was a nigga. You're more pushy. Yeah, you're pretty strong ecosystem.
It's not just only debate about looking at free cost.
It's so much AC. We call your movie more much AC actually. Music or much AC actually. Just content.
See where Wale was.
Even content creators, you grow much AC actually.
Say comedians never said yes.
Much AC.
See where Wale was. Abena Boy, Kwana Boys, and see where Abena Boy.
Never be Abena Boy or never be Wale.
Because Wale, but he's
doing best. By comparison, no, Wale na DB or no, I admitted that fact.
See where Wale is and see where Abena Boy is now. Abena Boy 1,000 wasn't up hit for Wale who.
But did your money say that you can't follow him back? And you see where Joe is
actually
more pushing.
Abena Boy, who really women so to win. I can't know why they call Philly wood to go feeling. I know my boy shout out to my boy doing the anchor in trim. The boy shout out, say, Brabo is the face out, or the original see, and it was all FAC. No, Bob Boy didn't say, but where Boy, how will you feel?
We feel proud.
Yes,
because 1 year to you man, swab on first. Yes, in our crown is where you are.
You are here. This is the Sarkodie I feel wood to net or the flick away, and I will be a teasby actually. Next, now that is not a baby. How Sarkodie feel? Any veggie.
So say no to okra no hwa akwabo na strong mind no more achieve and energy.
They might Sarkodie to eco global can see also pia yes be incredible global maya.
Again is Sarkodie perform too. No I endorse Black Sharif. The following year encourage Sharif for a fail. No no so I say Sarkodie make this and he brought me no one back.
Sarkodie ding again. Say that
the be Sharif so can history be only
Sarkodie ding the aim free. I must say only Sarkodie blow up Burna Boy. So
in the first person,
so they are doing it way bigger than us. Where yo, a very sad. Say I that's mama. You're falling apart, sir. You say go down.
Once you drew me, be like a come here say musicians Niska. So start training about musicians for more chiro more music skinny. Nti se wa million say busa ne say ade ntina Ghana say yentimi monetize music ye. Sarkodie say no support. No investors. And the music so it's a long-term investment.
Yes.
Or say according to no, obi choose investing in music than real estate cause music no. Real estate say and your man ko ya adwuma na guba music munya de to abonten de bia o yende.
Instead of working say na mafo bim say scanning. Tell me say yes, you can be and it's true.
Long-term investment.
See how I say energy for you see how energy for they making the music like see your show.
And I say investment be as well.
No, some I say music who can your legacy is still on. That's what basa. Or is the Lumba clan see will be no clan. His music and is still fetching him more than what he has a clan. And it's true.
And Michael Jackson, like even top legends no money on up to date.
So money that's true. That's more
streaming more money skasa.
No, he will choose it over. He will choose it even over real estate. Yes. And again, I saw the kind of listen. This can that's how much swim about that. Just say, but I say, we go around. You know, I say, my room January, December because well,
it's a long-term investment. No one say investment be as well long be fast when you boom.
And again, also the say this year with January December na say
that I can shake it.
Me Lambo, me Benz be na me dey.
Entisa.
What you buy music in man. Fashion.
So it's two. I said one there. Investment. We really don't have investment. So most artists, if you ask them, Kweku Flake will be putting his hard-earned money back into it. So Ghana will build a default entrepreneur without you trying to be one. It's good, but it's bad because it's not everyone who was built to do that. So when you become an entrepreneur, you know how that feels like. Every penny goes back into it. So to even treat yourself is hard. To go and just get yourself the things that you think you want is hard. You always have to put it back in. But if we had people to offload that pressure of the young ones coming, trust me, there's a lot of talent. When I go on TikTok, it's crazy. Talent upon talent. But then people have to believe that there's a lot of investment that goes into music. That's number one. We don't really have that. And then when we have investors, music is a bit different. It's a long-term goal. It's the type of business that you have to wait for a while. If you are looking to cash out this same year, you don't come into music. You don't try to, let me invest and make money by December. That's not how music works. A long time, and then you're going to be set for life. And I'm being honest. I can't compare any business to music. If anyone tells you that music doesn't make money, I'm here to tell you that's a big lie. One of the best is actually on the top. That makes people money. I'm talking individually. So imagine Sawame here, who is controlling Shatta Wale, Sarkodie, and Stonebwoy. Just imagine that. You are the one that owns Sarkodie, Shatta Wale, and Stonebwoy. You. That's it. So it's a good business to get in. The investors are a bit scared. But I think it's way safer than any other business because you notice this is where the money is.
I know some key revenue guys are snap about because we are or our fans investing or so 40% of my fans and their fans are making money to album kwan and no crab no and no album no kwan fans go make ska make it
up to date the bia o we be because anyum na egu stream e was Kumasi ye nie the bia ye ko so ready meet nyum na the bia
you tight to move fay
ade ba ko Sarkodie kan me depa ne say was if ono ne Sarkodie be Sarkodie up to date baby a omu streaming nyum kese onya ne sika kese free pan Kumasi was Kumasi for streaming nyum esi ne obia wo wi ase nyina
I want to catch out one I say be den some KD some KD nti
mo aniti
some KD
nti Kumasi phone and sign a UK near that Kumasi phone the best
yes
Senator that's why Kumasi say kutu say bam no munja wo mu Kumasi phone do munya chi utuma no.
That's the other part. We don't have that because our biggest numbers is here in Ghana, whether I want to lie to ourselves or not. I make my money from the diaspora, which is the tiny bit of what I'm supposed to get as an artist because the Dudu Ghana, my top audience at the back end is funny enough is Kumasi.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It's Kumasi before London, America, Accra. Yes, Kumasi is up there and it's obvious. In some make it there. I hire on bit, you know. So Kumasi, but I'm missing out on making any money from Kumasi. Unless my bear rapperholic. But on a daily basis, Kumasi is streaming. We find ways that the government can make us collect all these and get back to the artists to put in back into the work we are doing. Since we don't have investors now, this is the little things that we can get to make money. All these old age artists, what music can make for you monthly? There's no old age artist who should be asking for any money from no one. But if you listen to their stories, somebody gave them some small change and then took the.
And I say, "Busa Sarkodie say, see, I then you shouldn't even say Sarkodie deba. But this is what the new label, record label be ba. You be sign artist. You be say in the school form. Go a bit much trying to brabord. Ajibia will be a blogger brabord. They build a strong ecosystem. Na say, maybe all you do. And man kwaji Grammy school. You push you be man kwaji. Ghana ko okwaji Ghana do. Ono Sarkodie no. Wabe landlord weto. Wenye ni munyam ni bi.
And was so TikTok he can spot more talent say. Omo you good yeah, but supporting the
mo bi any baby ah
obviously no be pick sa iphone na be ka ni ecosystem no and na
new record label no
and we all have do our best to push sa the label no dey ban
and I she say investors emerald board no mo be support because ono no ontimi ono go ntimi nyo the investment no so no so you artist mo ye mu nhihyo ono ya artist odwen wo nti enye so ono ba be ma o deal contract bi ba be ka say contract video Debbie. Also on baby I want to order. Until on also my fair do I will be high. No, we are dancing cross winching the with a strong man. I'm
from so artist need this is quite more singing being a few umuno. Ha, needing I say, or said the barrier. I gonna music barrier, said the air. True opinion, also bonus according to wow.
Because how do we also be winning the
yeah, but so you are about
I call no achievement. I think when
last week, rapaholic, you know, and cry. Oh, the exhibition, no one will be. Say yes, achievement. Wow.
So the next phase of Sarkodie is to do anything possible to help. And recently, we're about to launch a new label. I've had a label assigned 2 artists. Big shouts to Akwaboy and Strongman, doing amazing. But we are getting.
They still signed to your label?
No. We our contract ended. I think it was 2 years, 3 years.
Why didn't you renew it?
I like when. So my happiness is when people have independence, but then I was a kickstart for them, right? So Akwaboy, I knew exactly what Akwaboy was going to do. I knew Akwaboy was going to find a tailor-made fan base, and it's exactly what he achieved. Everything I told him is happening. Akwaboy has shows, and he sells out the shows. Akwaboy has a big mansion now. He has some brand new cars. These are things that when I look at myself, like, okay, this is something I saw and it was able to come to pass. Strongman is doing amazing as well. So I want.
But I'm sure that you have seen those who have said that, you know, you could have done a lot more better for Strongman.
That is always going to be the conversation. That shouldn't bother you as an investor. That's where I want you to go past. These are fans and critics and it shouldn't get to your head. The point is what we wanted to achieve is to make these guys big stars, and they are. That's it. So the next phase, we're about to do that again. So we are our ears are on the ground looking for new talents. Kumasi, definitely, if we find somebody or some people that we think we can invest in, we will. And then it goes beyond just Accra and Kumasi, all other places. So we'll be doing a writing camp. We'll put out the information soon. Writing camp are best to spot out talent because there will be a lot of talent in one room, writing and singing. Then we'll pick from there and also look out for people on social media that we can reach out to bring on board. So,
wow, I know Crown was still now. He still feels small, and I need too big because I don't want achievement. Because Ghana, yes, Ghana achievement.
Then be a artist, we will be.
Yes. Now you see, we're part. If you be a black, part of black also. Now if black pie, Nigeria ni pa, Kenya, only black will do.
Kavana ya temne drusrama. When there's our year. By Nkufu. And
Benabana Boy is now holding the first African country to me. I call France crew, I call BM big. I call France crew.
Benabana Boy is a Canada's way, Nigeria. Why always Nigeria?
Oh, Monte French crew.
French or the English, you can as a baby blue.
The pigeon where the crew master. I could do a quiet day. I could sell home.
Ready on any beats, you know.
Tell me, we can do that because we can do it, and you can do it more better. Think that support in the investment. Investors for no more music and but I said, we will say
long term investment. I'm doing and
so within 1 year. Yeah,
it's at the main venture.
Yes, Can't do by like you and say everybody. Yes, in half.
The investing for 5 years. Only artists been called 5 years contract.
5 years, 10 years.
But no means you fucking made it deep cool.
Now then you and the moon say the found the chomp.
So be bound for so. Tebusia for wow share whisker or pepper person the boa Ghana music no. Yes, we na momra on board. We investor, we a blogger. We say Ghana music and I say nye even kura music ne kwa ade bia e fa Ghana ho bia yem push it to the top. Near build a strong ecosystem no. So our team when we were na de bia negative na you promoting it. Momi do again you promote papa na Ghana so ndru
And I nye bloggers na phone from kwa who as individual who crowd phone. We na mo come na mo support it. So so my stream here enko baby yes mo na mo the majority you know now be Ghana as you know Ghana no
na so mo de chichi
mo no tie mo bo we dia make up tie
na so bi bana wo Ghana dem cross we do other so tie
you look kind of tie we mo now bo was red flag as a me just a car red flag me tie kodantwi red flag me tie
no the best
no we na mo what individual phone mo fam phone mo ye say we na mo support me
mo support we streaming now we share no be so go streaming
say TikTok abey what I video for me na video e to me na sound na me sound na be say if for me sound na the be idea for na be ultimate
no dey say when say na enyumbu okwa enye do yeah Debusan for any update or highest way TV and this is the brothers reaction. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on post notification bell, share this video, leave your comment. Once again, I'm King Swery
and I'm Olua. So see you on another episode of the brothers reaction. Bye.